Hello, Aries. So this will be a quick reading for you guys. I have already shuffled the cards um, and I'm ready to give your reading. Remember to check out your sun, moon, and rising. If one doesn't resonate, the other may resonate more fully with you. Also, keep in mind that energies can be reversed. So if I say that you did something and you know that you didn't, it simply means to be aware that someone else in your situation may be the person that's being spoken of, but it affects you, so it's showing up in your reading. Now, the first thing that I get is the number 10. So this is either about your career or your public reputation. There is tenseness as it relates to one of those two topics. Now, I'm also getting the word stare, and I don't really know what that means, but that could be that you're staring at the situation, you're not doing anything about it, or maybe somebody is really watching you really close, or you're watching them really close. And there's an issue that has to do with fairness that is potentially not being addressed, or it's just being looked at. It could be something like that. So to start off with, we have the Six of Pentacles. For me, this is equal give and take. This can be generosity, or this actually can be bribes or coercion in some cases. I have the feeling it's more about generosity. Someone was generous with you, or you were generous with them. All right. I apologize again. I'm still not set up to do a good YouTube background and that kind of stuff. Okay, so because of generosity, either generosity that you gave or received, and I'm going to say probably received, you took swift action. You took swift action as it relates to a legal matter. If this is not a legal matter, this is trying to find balance within your situation. So maybe this money brought you some sort of stability, some sort of balance, or something like that. But it happened because you were creative about the situation, meaning that you weren't upfront with your expectations or your motives, right? Could involve a Libra, a Taurus, a mother, the other woman, or even a pregnancy. There could be social aspects involved in this situation, or maybe you were optimistic because you received this generosity that brought some sort of balance into your world, or helped clear out some sort of legal matter. Some of you could have been optimistic about a new beginning, but again, because of this generosity, there were social aspects involved to this new beginning. And now you're defensive about that. This is kind of like that, I guess you would call it the wounded warrior kind of thing. Defensive regarding this new beginning. Because you are now feeling stuck. This talks about needing to have a different perspective. And you're feeling stuck because of a family situation or a marriage. Yeah, and this is stuck because of a family or a marriage choice. Some of you could have experienced some sort of regret about this generosity and this legal matter. regarding family or a marriage. So you were left out in the cold. This is regret, disappointment, thinking things back over. You could be regretful or disappointed about apologizing, about a will, inheritance, settlement, family property, family business, something of value. You don't want to apologize or regret apologizing about it. And you have a guilty conscience. That you waited and hid that you had intuition about a deception. Okay, so looking at this, because of an apology regarding a family or a marriage, will, inheritance, settlement, property, business, something like that, you may have been optimistic about a choice, but there may be social aspects to that choice of generosity for a new beginning. You were left out in the cold, so you took swift action to be defensive. You may be regretful now and legally stuck because you were creative about this situation. So for a lot of you, this is a situation where you knew there was a deception going on and that you were receiving generosity or giving generosity in order to prevent someone else from getting what they deserved. And it's leading to a crisis within the family or the marriage. Because you knew, like if this was money that was going to you, you knew the person was giving you the money out of spite against someone else. Or vice versa, okay? That's the way it feels. It may be a little different than that. But the situation of generosity you were creative about with family, now you're regretful or disappointed with apologizing about this money that you received for a new beginning, and you're defensive. Even though you know or knew that the pretenses were false or wrong or immoral, maybe even illegal in some cases. For some of you, it could be that you wanted somebody to come in to give you this money, but then once you got the money or didn't get the money, you were ticked off or didn't want to deal with it anymore and you let them go. And so it was like just long enough to get the money and then leave. That could be the situation for some of you too. Either way, this tells me that you know what this situation is because you do have a guilty conscience about it. Because you didn't apologize and you waited and you hid it. You hid that you knew about the deception, okay? So please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a donation, there will be a link below in the description box for that as well. And I will see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.